Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, Ethereum is continuing to break out towards $4,000, while XRP is currently struggling underneath that massive $3 level of resistance, while the price of Chainlink is just about to break from this pattern in the short term, while Solana is currently attempting a breakout from this bullish pattern. So I'll be talking about all of that and more later in the video, so definitely watch to the end. First of all, starting off on the weekly Ethereum chart, and right now the price of ETH is still playing out the larger bullish market. So as I always say, as I've been saying recently here on the channel, technically speaking, the price of ETH is looking very bullish on the larger time frames, heading up towards this major point of resistance right here, which is sitting at approximately 3.9k to 4k. But once we can break out above those highs on the price chart, then in that case, I'd start targeting the previous all-time high for Ethereum, which is sitting closer towards around 4.7k to 4.9k, so just underneath $5,000 as the next major price target to the upside. But once we actually confirm a breakout above these highs right here, which will first likely act as major resistance. And with that being said, if we're taking a look at the 3-day time frame, it's the same story here as well. We're continuing to break out beyond that 3.2k level, which was previous resistance and is now acting as new support. And we also have support at approximately 3,500 based on previous resistance becoming new support. And once again, the next resistance to watch out for is sitting in between around 3850 to 4k, so basically these previous highs. And if we're zooming into the daily time frame, right now the price of ETH is continuing to break out above this previous area of resistance, now acting as new support, because obviously over the last couple of days here, we came back down for another retest, and exactly as expected, we saw a lot of buying in this price range on the price chart in between around 3430 to 3560, because I've been saying over and over again recently here on the channel, ever since we confirmed that breakout, this is now acting as new support, which is supporting the price, as we could see. And so those are the support and resistance levels to watch out for the price of ETH right now. And if we're taking a look at this daily time frame, technically speaking, there's still a possible bearish divergence forming, but we don't really have that lower high actually confirmed as of right now in the RSI, because we haven't really seen any strong rejection like this in the RSI. That's what we actually need to see in order to confirm this bearish divergence. So right now the RSI is basically trading sideways, not really fully confirming that lower high in place. And so that basically means that this bearish divergence, as I've been saying here on the channel, is not confirmed. It is not playing out right now. It's just something to pay attention to in case it does confirm. But for now, things are simply looking more bullish than bearish. And with that being said, if we're taking a look at XRP on the weekly time frame, of course, right now the price of XRP is currently within a major bull market on these larger time frames. But in the short term, we have run into significant resistance at close to $3 per XRP, which was to be expected, because as I've been saying here on the channel, around $3, give or take, is the next major price target to the upside and a major point of resistance due to a couple of different reasons. First of all, $3 is a psychological level on the price chart because it's a big round number, and on top of that, we have the 1618 Fibonacci extension on this weekly XRP chart sitting at pretty much exactly $3. So we have major resistance at around $3, and also that is close to the all-time high for XRP. The all-time high is closer towards around $3.30. And so due to all of those reasons, we do have a lot of resistance around that area on the price chart, which is potentially one of the reasons as to why the price has struggled to break out beyond $3 over the last 1 to 2 days here. And we've actually seen a small little rejection from that level. And now, obviously, just because the price of XRP is running into a major point of resistance, that does not mean the bull market's over. Obviously, we can break out further towards the upside as we broke out above all of these levels of resistance. And so, as I always say, it's important to understand the difference between the different time frames. Of course, on these larger time frames, technically the price is still looking very bullish in a larger bull market, but in the short term, we can see little pullbacks and things like that during a larger bullish market. And just over the last 1 day, just yesterday actually, right around here, I did actually close my XRP long position, which I did share in real time over on my Twitter. So if you want to get real-time updates throughout the day from time to time, check out my Twitter link down below. And the reason why I closed that XRP long position was due to the fact that obviously we started to repeat history here in the price of XRP. As I talked about in my last altcoin video just yesterday, we're seeing very similar price action on the price chart. But due to that reason, once again, I added to that XRP long position right around here. here, getting ready for that next bullish move, but we actually saw a fake out. We did not see any follow through or bullish momentum beyond around $2.80, which was short-term resistance right here. Obviously, this time around, unlike all of these other times, we did not see the follow through. We immediately saw a fake out and a break back to the downside, and this is happening just underneath a very significant level of resistance, which is that $3 level. And so simply due to those reasons, once again, I closed that XRP long position, obviously in massive profits, as you can see, over 11,000, nearly 12,000 USD profits in just a few days, which is not too bad. But I just want to remind everyone, especially the XRP holders out there, this was just a shorter term leverage trade for XRP, not a long-term investment. So for example, if I was a long-term XRP holder, I'd not necessarily be selling everything right now just due to those reasons, because once again, that was not a long-term hold of XRP. That was a short-term leverage trade, which I took over the last few days here. And so if I see a better entry, if we see perhaps a bit more of a pullback, or perhaps if we see a strong confirmed breakout beyond $3 with a lot of momentum, perhaps at some of those points there, I might look to enter back into an XRP long position. But for now, I have closed out that trade, at least as of right now. And if you're wondering where I actually took that trade, personally, I took that trade over on Bitfinex. So I'll make sure to leave a link to Bitfinex below this video in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you use that link below this video to make your account, you can get a 5.5k deposit bonus. And only if you use that link, you can get an exclusive 10% discount on all trading fees on the Bitfinex exchange forever. But that's only available if you use that link below this video to make your Bitfinex account. And also, by the way, Bitfinex is a no KYC exchange, which means you can access it from the US or the UK, for example, without needing KYC. But as another option out there, if you don't want Bitfinex for whatever reason, there is also Bybit, which I do also trade on, link down below. And if you use that link below this video to Bybit, you can get a 500 USDT position airdrop. So basically a free $500 trade as your first trade over on Bybit. But that is only available if you use that link below this video to make your Bybit account and deposit on that account. But with that being said, taking a look at the price of Chainlink, because right now the price of Chainlink is still sitting above that all-important golden pocket area of resistance, which is sitting in between around $21 to $23 approximately. But as I mentioned in my last video here on the channel, we still technically need to see that weekly candle close actually confirm above $23 to officially confirm this breakout on the weekly time frame. So even though the price is obviously trading above that area, we still need to see that confirmation to officially confirm the breakout. And with that being said, the next major point of resistance, first of all, we do have a bit of short-term resistance at around $28 to $28.50 based on this high right here. But the next major point of resistance is sitting in between around $31.50 to around $33.50 based on this Fibonacci level and also these previous highs. And once we can finally break out above that area, ideally breaking out beyond $34, then in that case, I'd start targeting closer towards the all-time high, sitting at around $53. But before then, once again, we do have a lot of resistance that we first need to break out above. And if we can see this weekly candle close confirming above $23, then technically speaking, this previous golden pocket area of resistance should become new support if we see a further pullback in the short term. And with that being said, taking a look at this weekly Chainlink chart, right now the price of Chainlink is obviously also breaking out from this massive bullish cup and handle pattern. But just like the breakout on the weekly time frame above this golden pocket, we also ideally need to see a weekly candle close to confirm this breakout, ideally above around $23 to $24 to actually confirm this cup and handle pattern and to confirm the massive bullish price target for this pattern, which by the way is sitting at above $90 per Chainlink. So from where we are right now to that price target, that's nearly a 300% move towards the upside with no leverage. And personally, when it comes to my trading strategy, I will be looking to take this trading opportunity right here myself with my own money. As always, not personal financial advice. I'm just sharing my trades as I'm taking them. And of course, this trade will be more of a longer term swing trade with relatively low leverage, at least to begin with. And then once the trade's well into profits, I can increase the leverage once my stop loss is in profits. But for now, I will just begin slowly accumulating a long position right here. I'm not going very heavy into Chainlink right now because once again, I first want to see this breakout actually confirm with a weekly candle close above ideally $23 to $24. And then after that, if we were to see some sort of retest by seeing a bit of a pullback and then a bounce from that area. If we see that, I'm not saying that will happen, but if we see that, then in that case, I'll potentially add to a long position. And so as you can see right now on my BTNX account, I've already started to accumulate just a small Chainlink long position, currently around a $40,000 trade, but I will be looking to build this up to a much larger swing trade as we see more confirmation. Once again, ideally, we would need to wait for confirmation before becoming more confident in this breakout. But if you also want to take trades just like this, once again, I'm taking this trade right here over on BTNX. Links down below if you want to get that fee discount. And with that being said, zooming into the short term, looking at the 30-minute time frame for Chainlink, right now we are at the very end of this symmetrical triangle pattern, also known as a horizontal triangle pattern. So even by the time you're watching this video, this is probably already broken, but we're getting very, very close to a break of this pattern right here. And right now, the line of resistance is sitting at approximately $24.50, give or take. And the line of support is sitting at around $24. And so if we see that confirmed breakout above the line of resistance, then in that case, that will set up a short-term price target at around $27.40. So from the breakout to the price target, around a 12% move to the upside. Or if we confirm a break below that line of support right there with candle closes below support, then in that case, that will set up a short-term bearish price target at around $21.40. But remember, if we see a bit of a breakdown here, it's likely we could find a lot of support in this golden pocket area of previous resistance, now acting as new support in between around $21 to $23. So keep that in mind as well. And of course, keep in mind those other points of resistance to the upside. And with that being said, taking a look at the price of Solana on the 2-day time frame, technically speaking, not a lot has changed on the 2-day chart over the last 1 day. We're still currently within a larger bullish trend, forming higher lows and higher highs. So technically speaking, the bull market is still on for Solana, but obviously in the short term, we have seen a bit of a short-term setback, which is normal to see. We've already seen that many times during this very bullish trend. And the next major price target to the upside is sitting at around $313 based on this Fibonacci extension, but between now and 313, we do have a lot of short-term resistance. We first need a breakout above. So zooming into the short term, looking at the 6-hour time frame, we have strong resistance right here at around 246 approximately, and very strong resistance at around 260. But when it comes to short-term support, we do have some support right here at around 232 and more support at around 220 to 222 and more support down towards around 205 to 210. But right now, as you can see on the 6-hour Solana chart, we're potentially beginning a breakout for this falling wedge pattern, which is technically a bullish pattern. And so now that we have seen one 6-hour candle close above this descending line of resistance, technically speaking, this is one confirmation confirming the breakout. And so this technically sets up a bullish price target for this breakout pattern right here. And that bullish price target is sitting at approximately $260, basically the top of the wedge. But once again, it's important to understand that we cannot ignore resistance. So even though we have a price target at 260, it's possible we come back up and still reject from, say, 246. That is still a possibility that we need to consider. And even if that were to happen, let's just say if we break out further towards the upside, see a rejection from 246, come back down and then bounce again, there's a possible inverse head and shoulders pattern forming right here, but that is still in its early days. That is no way confirmed. I'm just pointing out a potential pattern that could form if we see that sort of movement here. And personally, I would also potentially take this long position right here for the price of Solana and take profits just before key levels of resistance. But as of right now, I'm looking for a little bit more momentum in this breakout so that we don't have another short-term XRP situation where we just have that breakout and then an immediate fake out and invalidate the breakout. And so ideally, if we see quite a strong bounce from this previous line of resistance, currently potentially acting as new support at around 235 approximately, if we could see a stronger bounce from that level, then in that case, I may look to take a long position right here for the price of Solana. But as always, not personal financial advice. I'm just being transparent with my trades that I'm taking. And once again, if you want to trade these moves in the price of any crypto, check out those links down below this video if you want to claim those extra bonuses. And if you want to actually know how to trade crypto, no matter if the price is bullish, bearish, or chopping around sideways, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how you can profit from bullish or bearish price action using long positions or short positions. And the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.